You know what I'm not taking into account? Housing. So like player housing is going to drop like in the next month or so. And so where are people actually going to physically live in this community? Like maybe over there? A little sunny over there. Maybe adjacent to like the masonry set? Like we're only using half the pit down there. I mean, like we could put them in the middle of town. Like this area is kind of clear. It wouldn't be a terrible spot. I mean, just kind of like naturally put housing in places where it makes sense. Somebody can like live in the tailor section. Somebody can live in like the hunting section. That way, if you have like a job, you could live next door to your job. That sounds awful. It's actually not so bad. I did once live across the street from my office. And it was really nice, like leaving for work like 3 minutes before my shift started. I'm working from home now, so like that's every day. But it was kind of nice. Like you bring that commute down to 0. There's a problem though. Like the commute, I think kind of psychologically helps you a little bit. And I know what you're thinking. That's like, it's kind of messed up. You're just sitting in your car. It's a waste of your time. That's kind of exactly it. Like wasting your time sometimes is beneficial to you. Like if your time is wasted, like you just get practice doing nothing. Which frankly, I think is good for you. I'm trying to do that more often myself. My wife thinks I'm overly anxious and stressed out all the time and burnt out. And she's not wrong. This week, at least once, at some point, I was like, I'm gonna go rest my brain. I sat in a very comfy chair in a dark room with absolutely nothing. I just like sat there for like 30, 45 minutes. I don't know. I didn't keep track of the time. It's also kind of impossible to do things like that. Like I skipped dinner to do that. Cooked dinner for the entire family and I was just like, here you go. I'm gonna go zone out. And I know like dinner is like togetherness time, but like without taking that time, I would have 0 other time. Plus the wife said I was being a grumpus, and I had no idea. I wasn't trying to be a grumpus. Like I didn't pick it up at all. I didn't feel the grumpusness that she said was present. Boop. All this wood. Like if someone wanted to grind forestry, they got a great place to do it. But if you're already a level 40 forester in this settlement, you probably don't need to grind it. Here, I'm gonna move you over here. And I think we're going to change some of this into a doorway. You have kids living with you? What are they? What age are they? I see what you're going with. Like for a second I thought you were like, what are they? Baby goats. Mostly. They are 9 and 7. And they are just the raddest kids. 9 out of 10 would recommend. Hang on. If you are in the search bar, when you hit shift, it'll affect the search bar and it won't do the chaining. Or wall. Oop. Yeah, it's a great age. I had a great time the other day with my daughter. I just took her to a bookstore. And like my daughter has just kind of like recently gotten into reading. And, you know, whenever your child gets into reading, you want to like overdo that to the extreme. Like your daughter says like, I want to see words. And so like I bought her like 10 graphic novels. And it was such a pleasant experience just being in the bookstore, because you like, once they find like a book they like, they're just kind of like chilling reading while you're like wandering around looking for the next book. I'm like, okay, this book is called Dragon, Unicorn, Girl, Witches. Like, that sounds promising. And then you like flip through it and you're like, okay, the word density is a little high. Like, my daughter will read War and Peace as long as it comes in like a 9,000 comic book series with heavy illustrations. But if you like, you know, compress that into a book form, like, she won't touch it. She'll be like, nice try. You're trying to get me to learn. And I'll be like, you got me. All right. Got the looms constructing here and here. I want to move you a little bit over here. The Adventures of Captain Tolstoy, right? There's also like one of the big books that she was looking at was it was like FGTV, which I've never heard of them. There's some like content creator group, like family friendly for the kids. I want to move this, but I don't want to like lose the nails. What I'm doing. Move the waypoint over here. Oh, there's already a tier 3 loom in progress over here. So I can get rid of one of these looms. Probably this one. And when that loom over there is completed, we can just move it over here. Alright. Now let's see. Put the twins over here. Oh, do you always face that way? Yeah. So the twins need to be on like a west wall. Sorry, an east wall. Facing kind of this way, but they're bad. They are annoying people. Like, it's very rare that you're like looking to buy cosmetics, you know? And so they need to be kind of like out of the way. Like, you'll find them somewhere. They can hang out by the bonfire. That looks cozy. And I like Svim hanging out by the pond, by the fishery. Like Heimlich hanging out with the cooking stuff. Now over here we've got Roomba and Bricko. Now that like all of the crafting stations have moved, you know what? I like Elise being... want her to be right here. Can't build on top of what resource? Which one's throwing me off? This tree? This tree? This pretty tree? Can't build... oh, it's too close to the claim. Where was Roomba? Where did Roomba fit over here? Alright, well, Bricko. Bricko always faces this way. I feel like Bricko should be with the bricks, right? I want to destroy the trees. Oh, you are like a slightly weird shape. There we go, and like the cave entrance is right here. I like it. So Elise kind of like works as like forced foliage in the middle of the village. So even if they deforest everything, we'll still have that at like the main center of the map. And so it, like it'll always remind us of our roots or our Groots. I want to get rid of that clay. We could put Bricko up here. Where's Bricko belong? He really does belong down there, right? Good morning. You can reposition them by destructing them and rebuilding them. Though it doesn't really show the direction they're facing, so you need to guess through trial and error. Get deconstructed. Ugh, ugh, murder, murder, ugh, ugh, die. Somebody, what is the guy from, was it Spirited Away? It was like Kamisha, started with a K. Dude with a bunch of arms, he's like working the furnace in the boiler room. Kamaji, yeah. Someone said he looked like Kamaji, and I was like, yeah, I could see it. Like, if he had babies with the Pringles man. Like, 100%. Okay, so I can change the way they're facing by deconstructing them. And then you kind of guess through trial and error what direction they're actually facing. Okay, well that was interesting. Alright, so I think I kind of want him to be a little out of the way down here. Like back up against the wall. Like this area over here looks like a fun crafting spot for him, you know? Want him to feel at home. Hang out under the shade of the mountain. Empire? Kamaji? There you are. And so I'm just kind of like guessing what direction he's facing. That's a little brutal. Oh no! Alright. Well, I spun him around a lot. I think I hit E like 3 times. what we gotta do is figure out he is rotating this way. If he is facing this way, I go E, E, E. He's basically facing the opposite direction. So, like, normally he'd be facing that way. So E, or rather Q. Q. Let's say Q once on him. That'll be the magical rotation we do. We'll solve this. Q. Yeah. I like it. And he can keep his foot nice and warm and covered in insects in that bush. He likes it down here. Got Rampart overlooking everything. That's kind of good. Like, somebody asked if they could rotate Rampart. I think they kind of want him to, like, guard the entrance. Like, that's a good look for him. Like, it is like an entrance sentry. That's how most people use him. I kind of like this, like, overlooking all of the people he's protecting, though. It kind of, like, communicates a little bit more of a cozy vibe. Because he's like, I don't actually need to do work here. Like, I'm not needed. Okay, Roomba, I'm gonna move you over here a little bit. And I'm gonna move the foundry over here. Dirty barter stall. Like, I want the... I don't like the foundry. Like, it's just a decorative piece, and it kind of doesn't match my forest aesthetic. Like, yeah, it has a purpose, but you, like, use it once a year. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way things are landing. Like, it makes sense to move the bank back so that the farm can expand. This fishing station's a little close down here. What if we back it into the corner a little bit? Maybe get rid of this tree. Like, I think everything's more or less in its forever home. And, like, everything else I'm gonna do is just like a... Whoa. La, 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 la. Thank you so much for the subscription. I just realized I should have been looking at the subscription to see who did that. Hang on, stream manager. Who did that? Revan Wolfsbane. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. Money will go towards the Empire in, like, one way or another. Like, we straight up bought a member of the Empire. Let me see if I can find him in here. But, like, no, I don't see him here. They haven't joined the claim. But, like, a longtime fan was, like, kind of interested in the game, and so I just straight up bought it for him with stream money. And, like, the other things we can do, we can use the claim money or stream money to make sure the Empire stays up longer by fueling the various nodes in the Empire. Like, they last for a long time. We can also expand the borders of the Empire. And I don't know. Maybe Maybe I commissioned somebody to make handy Google Sheets to improve the quality of our empire, to like track all our members and what they're doing. Like what jobs you have, what like where their resources are best needed. Like we could do crazy stuff like that, you know? Let's see. Mutation says, can we move the foundry to the back and surround it with trees? I think that's a good idea. But like my major decorative concerns right now is that this area looks naked. Like it was kind of deforested so that we could build all this stuff up here in the first place. And now that we've taken it out, it looks kind of bare bones. And when I moved the tailoring stuff to the back there, that also kind of made this area look a little bare. And so I want to make sure there's stuff to see at every spot in the empire. Like we could build a wall here. I don't know. I'm going to tweak it. But, hey kitty, hop on up. Very soon, decorative wise, like there's tiling we could do. Honestly, I kind of don't want to over tile. Like the natural grassy floors look nice. I feel like we make really nice looking roads and just keep everything else kind of natural and foresty. Does everyone kind of like agree with that? Is that the prettiest way to do this? Like we could tile, and I really like these wooden kind of stripped wood parquet floors. I wouldn't mind more of those. But like there's an agree in the empire. Nice. Like maybe in the masonry pit. Like that's just the place that makes sense to having like a fancy brick floor layout. Like it fits the vibe of the mason pit. But like the rest of this place, foresty. I did see kind of a trick. You can make stone pillars kind of by like, hang on, is there like a planting pillar shaping? You make polished stone, framed dirt pillars, grassy dirt pillars. If we make a framed dirt pillar, like raise that up, I think that might make good entrance columns. Like we've got these like busted walls here that don't look great, but I think you can use like some surrounding hexes to make really good spots. Like a really good entryway that's not quite like a door frame. I don't know. But like we'll get fully decorative with this, and like after we're done I'll give like a full tour and show off like how we built things. But like one of the highest priorities of the Cozy Empire is having one of the best looking cities. And I think a lot of how we're going to do that is maintaining like the natural elevation differences we have here. Like having this lowered sea level food district, like the raised level, like main city town square, and then like a masonry pit down here. Like it's not the most efficient use of space, and I think that's what I like about it, you know? Once you get let's see, you'll hit T3 forestry and mining tonight after helping Shin. Got you 10 levels for fishing for making chum. Once you'll get up to T3, you'll start working on the exterior walls. Yeah. If somebody wants like improved wagons, or oh yeah, just higher quality wagons. I recommend working on walls and ramps in the city. Like, I'll try to lay out like where things need to be elevated to or lowered to, and I'll lay out like the walls around the exterior, and you can get like grind your construction levels really easily, so you can get like the fancy wagon from this guy. You got so many things. Where are your wagons? No, it's Bricko. Bricko's got the wagons. What do you need for the 3rd level carts? That's a good question. Let's just find out. Let's ask Bricko. So like, if you want the 3rd level cart, which is the advanced cart, right? Yeah. It doesn't tell me. Hang on. I might have a spreadsheet with this information. You check out my BitCraft resources on my Discord. By the way, here's the link for the Discord. You do need tier 3 timber and like the previous tier of cart. But you also need like a certain skill level. And that skill level for the advanced cart is unlisted. Okay, cool. Maybe you can just have it. I know you need like really? For an advanced wagon, you need skill level 20. You don't need any more skills. It's only 20 for the first wagon. Yeah. But like, I want the wagon. What's the benefit of the wagon over the cart? There doesn't seem to be one. Are wagons just like explicitly better? Carts are faster. Very slightly. Wagons? Much better. Better cargo. Yeah. So, advanced cart, slightly faster. Wagon, haul more stuff. It's actually kind of like counterintuitive to what I was thinking. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But yeah, according to this, you only need level 20 to get those. Also level 20 for a skiff, which can be very handy. I've been trying to level up my hunting skill. Currently, my hunting skill is level 29. But there's a great area to hunt around here. There's lots of female tier 3 goats over here, kind of trapped in this corner peninsula of the lake. There's male goats all up and down this area. There's some more female goats over here. I keep saying goat. Goats are something else. Deer? Services? Goods and services? But yeah, if you can get like a skiff and you park it in the lake, you can gather up all of those guys. Then you sail your load of corpses over to Port Avignon. And I think it's flat enough territory that you can cart them all the way here. And then there's like a road that continues all the way up the river and all the way here. Like, I don't know if it's wagonable, but it's cartable. And so like, this is a great place for tier 3 hunting, kinda. I really want... South Stream is working on Aramura. If he gets like a portal there, so like you can easily teleport here and then like do your hunting, and then you could haul it back here. Like, that would be like a trip for like 1 teleport juice, and it would be super quick. You can get like the tier 3 leather market cornered. I don't know if you know this about tier 3 leather, but let's see, sturdy leather? Sorry, it's the donation market order, like I'll buy 100 for $1, but like somebody is out here trying to buy it for like $200 a square in New Haven. And so, yeah, and this leather armor is selling for a ton. Somebody's selling it over here for like nearly 300. Like, hunting and leatherworking feels bad because like it's a lot of work to get that stuff done. But like, if you sell your stuff, you'll be rich in no time. So good. Anyway, I should have left 15 minutes ago. Wagons can cross a 2-point height difference. Yes, I believe that fully. There was a lot of argument in the settlement whether or not that was true. I think somebody went out of their way to prove it. I've heard multiple people have gone out of their way to prove it, and like 1 or 2 people were trying to refute it. But I do believe wagons raise too. I haven't physically seen it myself, but I'm running under the assumption that a wagon can go up and down here. And like, I plan to get a wagon myself so I can see it with my own eyes and show all you nice people that that is 100% the case. But like, it's proven. Somebody somewhere has a video of them using a wagon on a hill. And like, the primary vocal point is that yes, a wagon can go up too. I think people get confused because if you try to like eyeball it, it's kind of hard to see the difference between like a 1 and a 2 sometimes. Like, don't eyeball. If you need to like figure out like what the height of something is, you pick up 2 sticks, you drop like your little terraforming, you check the height, you deconstruct it, you get your stick back. I almost wish they didn't give you the stick back. We got so many sticks. But then you can like really quickly like figure out what the height of things are. And so just go out into the woods with a couple of sticks. Travel up and down with your wagon once you see like a 2 height difference. It's not hard to figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. Tomorrow, I might release the recruitment video for the Cozy Empire. It depends on how far I get in recording it. I also want this place to be as pretty as it can be before I make that video. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen. But stream-wise, I'm going to get back into Final Fantasy Fridays. Like, I took some time off because I sprained my finger. Finger still hurts, but like not bad enough that I don't think I can that I have to skip Final Fantasy anymore. And that should be fun. We're about to start Stormblood. I'm so excited. As for BitCraft, I'm still going to be playing tons of this. It's going to be my weekend stream, and honestly, there's a really good chance I'll be playing it all week except for Fridays next week too. Because I'm loving this game, and people are watching this game, and people are joining the Cozy Empire. It's gonna blow up soon. Like, it's already crazy to me that like 24, 25 people liked me enough to join the settlement. And like, that's without like really advertising it other than streaming. By the way, you're all massively welcome to join the Cozy Empire. We're up here in the corner. It looks like territories are expanding. Maybe I should claim the hat. We've got the hex for it. And we'll just keep this area as our own little tucked in area that nobody actually wants to fight us for. And there That way, if you need like a peaceful place to settle, you've got land. Like you could settle in like the upper right peninsula and like have that area pretty much to yourself, and you can visit us if you ever need like the advanced stuff. Like it's gonna be a little while before we hit tier 4, but I think we're gonna do it, and then this will just be a great place to level from 20 to 40. I want to make it a great place to level from 1 to 20 as well. Like the goal is to make this like a good starter area for everybody in the world. It's a little tricky right now because for level 1s, some of the best strategy is to like set this as your home point, teleport away, get the stuff, bring it back here. I'm going to try to always be buying lots of level 1 materials from the marketplace. I want to make it a good place for everybody to live. Thank you so much. I had a great time. And stick around, we'll find somebody to raid. Ah, boy, man, I can really draw out a sign-off, can't I? Who are we following? And what are they playing? I'm gonna raid Alice TSG. She's playing Fall of Porcupine. I don't know what that is. Sounds cute. Alice is a cool person. And if you are on YouTube, I'm going to send you to somebody else. Probably Danagast, if I had to guess. I'm sending you to Danagast. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.